Hey everyone, welcome to my new channel, For Lake's Sake. Thank you for joining me on my paddle as I clean up any trash I can find on this beautiful lake in Minnesota. I've been picking up trash for my kayak for 3 years now, and I'm still amazed that I find things that shouldn't be in the lake every time I go out. I'm going to be showing you all the trash treasures I find, but more importantly, the treasures I enjoy the most. All of the wildlife and plant life here on the lake. And here's my first find of the day, someone's Snickers wrapper. Next up, we have some kind of blue plastic cap. When I see the color turquoise in the water, I know it's not natural. The first of many aluminum cans. They're the #1 type of trash I find. Now, here is a lid from a bait container. Fishermen, I find so many lids. Please keep them secure in your boats. Here is the first tire we'll see today on someone's property. It's early spring here, but the water is now at a temperature I can handle reaching into. I just have to remember to roll up my sleeves. Here is something that has caught my eye, a nice, shiny lure. Here is another nice, shiny object, but this one's just a shell. It's a great day for a plane ride. We have an airport nearby, and it's really fun to see the float planes out. Too windy to land today. More tires on the shore here. Time to reach in and pluck out an old shotgun shell. There are a few places around the lake where I find these. Sometimes I would rather go under a fallen tree than around it. And why not? I just try not to poke an eye out. Do you see my grabber there on the front of my kayak? Well, I didn't realize it, but when I turned my head here and kept paddling, it had disappeared. It fell into the lake, and I went a long, long ways before I realized it was missing. Look how far I went before I noticed it was missing. I went to go pick up this chunk of glass from the shore, trying first with my paddle. I looked down for my grabber. It's not there. Is it back here? Well, I'm close enough to grab the glass. Then I decide to backtrack for a sign of my bright yellow grabber. I really need it. I can't believe how far back I lost it. As I go around this long dock, I'm lucky to spot it, sunk down. See it there? I'm happy I can retrieve it without too much trouble using my paddle. Whew. Let's continue. More blue in the water. Surprise, surprise. It's another bait lid. I continue to the point, and the conditions aren't great around the corner. In fact, the wave comes up and gives me a good splash here. The waves make it hard to see into the water, but I find a couple of cans here. It always amazes me to find unopened ones. Another tire, this one in the water. They're too buried to lift out of the water, and I don't really want to bring any tires home. It bothers me to see them though. I pass a little dead fish here. In the spring there's usually a number of them that I see. This year, I haven't seen too many. Do you see the muskrat? I love these little guys. Yet another can. This one's filled with a lot of muck. Here's another can. Takes a little bit of maneuvering to be able to grab it. I thought this was another can, but it's a plastic cup. One more mucky can. The waves were a little more than I bargained for, so I headed home. Let me know what you think of my first video in the comments. Like, and please give me a subscribe. See you next time. And remember, for lake's sake,